In my general area, this isn't, like, I don't live in a community where this is, what I do is heavily accepted. So that being one of the things, kind of that pressure from family, I mean, I took a very different route when it came to just life in general. Like right out of high school, I was like, I want to stream. And that was something that was super risky and probably wasn't the smartest decision, to be quite honest. But you know, I kind of took that with an insane drive. I didn't think about failure, and I just kind of went for it. I try to make what I have work and just go with it as much as I can.
Go, baby! Good fight, Summit. I like that.
You guys ready for this? Watch, I'll show you guys ready.
Oh! No way! What? What? That's how you do it, baby. Let's go. Put him in time.
Being with TSM isn't just like me being signed under a team. It's more like me fighting crime with my favorite superhero, you know what I mean? So I was definitely, like, I was a huge TSM fan, like back when I used to play League, because I used to play League for like 4 years, then I kind of stopped. So I used to follow them competitively. I got into them heavily when they initially recorded their Game Crib series with Snapdragon. So that's when I was like super into TSM, loved the things that they were doing, I loved the brand, I loved, the personalities, watching them kind of perform as a team behind the scenes and stuff. And that's what kind of like skyrocketed my views and my love toward TSM as a brand and as an esports team. So I have a funny story that I guess somewhat funny, somewhat serious story that I guess I could share is right before, I think it was May or right before high school graduation, I basically typed up in my family's group chat that I want to have an intervention or like a meeting, and I never talk in the group chat. So they all knew it was very serious. Like my family thought like, oh, maybe he did something, with somebody and he's having a child, and they're letting their mind, take them to dark places of, the corners of their mind. But once I got them together and I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to college straight off the bat. And my mom was kind of always pushing me, because I've been streaming for 2 years, so it hasn't been like, and the growth has only been really evident these past 8 months. So toward that time, my mom was like,
I was very, very mean about it. I was constantly arguing with him to go back to school. Well, he graduated, right before he graduated high school, I don't know if they told you, that he called an intervention meeting, and it was right after he was accepted to Wayne State, which was the downtown Detroit University. Was so excited, and he told us that he wasn't going to pursue it, and he wanted to pursue gaming, and I went nuts. Like, I almost started crying, started arguing. My kids had to be like, Ma, let him talk, let him hear him out. And I was like, I don't want to hear him out. What is this gaming thing? Get him out of here. Is he crazy?
Anyways, back to the point. Yeah, my family decided to give me 2 years, or I put myself on a time limit as well, because you can't just beat at a dead plant all of its life and expect it to grow. So I decided to give myself 2 years, and if after those 2 years I can't make it, I can't support myself financially, then I would go back to school. I would be 20. There was a lot of initial backlash from my mom, because she wanted me to succeed in just life in general. She wanted the best for me. And then as Fortnite came popular and my mom was watching me on TV outplay Summit, or watching like my highlight videos, I remember waking up one morning, I walk out of my room and I hear like the audio of the video, and I'm like, is this what's happening? Is this real life right now?
I don't think I was ever worried about him specifically just because of his character, because even though he was playing games, it seemed like he knew more than the adults did. You know what I mean? Like,
He was smarter than the rest of them.
he was smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah.
I mean, like my mom, like I think she got worried about
She
it for a
did.
minute. You know, she was
Definitely.
like, "What's he always doing?" I'm like, "Leave him alone. He's doing good in school. What do you want him to do? Go out, go do this, that. He's not in the
Yeah,
streets."
we were
you
like
know?
happy he was home.
Yeah.
We were happy he was home.
This is all real exponential. His growth is really crazy, and it's been really surprising. Not surprising for Ali. I mean, he's always had that something about him. Something was always different about him than, you know, most of the other kids in the neighborhood, for instance. But Ali is just, yeah, I think he was geared for this.
Whenever I go on, people find out that I'm Myth's brother, they're always like, "Oh my God, you're Myth's brother? What? No way." First, they don't ever even believe it because we don't really look alike anyway, but but then it's like, "Oh my God, how is it to be in the same house as Myth?" And it's like, he's my brother. It's the same thing as it was when he was 4. Same thing.
It's been fun. You know, it's fun. It's fun watching him. It's fun being part of it, and definitely we're getting a lot more, you know, who is that guy, you know? But to us, it's been the same thing. It's been, you know, it's just Ali's streaming in his room, you know, which it's been awesome.
I think there will definitely be times where I kind of miss coming home and whatnot and seeing all my family. But at the end of the day, it's something that I know will benefit me and my teammates and just the entire scene in general, TSM, everything involved will be a lot better when it comes to all of us living in the same space. And, you know, it's gonna be awesome, like, to just be in the physical space of you know, Daquan, Hamlin's Mills, like a bunch of, like, all these great people, you know, what do you mean? Like, could you imagine, you know, just walking down, you know, going to the living room and seeing Daquan just there, like, what are you meaning? Like, that's amazing. That's awesome. So, like, hell yeah, I'm ready, and I really want to do it. I think it's definitely gonna be an interesting change. I've never lived with anybody outside of family.
I think all of us are really happy for him, and we know this is a huge thing, and like he has to do it. There's no question. Like we would all be kicking him out of this house if he was like not sure. But the selfish part of us is like, but we don't want him to go. But we know it's like it needs to be done, like for his career.
I'm sure he's gonna follow his heart and do the right thing. He's always done so in my home, and I think he'll do well. And pretty much, I think we'll be there every probably 60 days checking him out on him. It'll be a fun vacation for us anyway. So. I know his mother, that's why I know I'll be there every 60 days, I believe. For at least 3-4 days.
I'm gonna make it my life's mission to get better at Fortnite than him, and I'm gonna name myself the Mythbuster.
We're Myth sisters.
Okay, so guys, always remember, I like you
Whoa.
forever, I love you for always, as long as I'm living, my babies will be.
Okay.
We love you, mommy.
Are you gonna say something else? You know, things are what you make it at the end of the day, and I could go in there being bummed and down and kind of depressed and not be able to enjoy it as much, of course, and living in a completely new space like LA will allow me to kind of, you know, meet new people, do new things, try different things, and I'm somebody that's very, very open to trying a lot of different things, and I feel like that's the perfect place to do it, you know? So definitely a good thing all around.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Yeah!
GG, bro. That shit was nice. Oh, you had me there.
Right now, I kind of, the reason why I wake up every day and grind as hard as I do is because I want to improve, I want to be the best that I can be, and I see things within my own gameplay that a lot of people may not notice or see, that I'm like, okay, that irks me, that I do that. That's not efficient. That is not what I should be doing. So those little things that kind of pick and nudge on me all day are kind of the reason why I grind and work as hard as I do toward perfecting my play. But at the end of the day, I want to be the best with my team, of course. And on top of that, being a personality and a brand that I could extend and push out more than Fortnite. If I could, you know, make somebody's day, show somebody that, you know, things don't always have to be as dark as they may seem. Help people work on themselves being a positive light for people, I think, is something that influences me heavily. As a final word, I just want to I guess, say something that's kind of been on my mind, or something that I want people to know about me. I'm super young, and with that, I feel like a lot of ignorance and just a lot of reckless thoughts are attached to youth. And my entire upbringing as a teenager is to kind of go up against the normal ideology that like youth is wasted on the young, and then like wisdom is wasted on the withering. You know, like I kind of want to merge that bridge and be the best influence that I can for young people, or I mean even older people all around. And that's something that I really want to put a lot of emphasis on, and keep believing.